Therefore, one equation for this graph would be v at t equals 170 sine of 21,600 times t, where t is the time in seconds and v is the voltage in volts.
Another equation using the cosine would be Vt equals 170 cos bracket 21600 bracket t minus 0.004165 bracket.
The domain of this graph would be t such that t is an element of real numbers where t is greater than or equal to 0 as time cannot be negative, and the range of this graph would be v such that v is an element of real numbers where v is greater than or equal to negative 170 but less than or equal to 170 with the minimum. You may all be wondering a few things aside from the math in this scenario, such as how is AC current generated?
AC current can be generated by an alternator, which is a device that uses spinning motion to produce alternating current. A rotating magnet placed in a coil of wire changes the magnetic field, which induces an alternating current in the wire.
What are some applications of AC current?
Most home and office outlets use AC current because it is easier to generate and transfer AC current over long distances. AC current can also be used to power motors, which transfer electrical energy into mechanical energy, which are used for dishwashers and refrigerators.
You may be wondering what would happen if we used a different amount of voltage in the AC current, and to answer that, the maximum and the minimum points would change, which would also affect the amplitude, meaning that the amplitude is the amount of voltage that we're using.
What does the period represent in this case?
In this scenario, the period represents the time it takes for the electrons to flow around the circuit once and return to its starting position. In conclusion, AC currents are all around us, meaning that sinusoidal functions are all around us and prove to be good grounds for research and analysis.
Created using Powtoon.